tell me what happened last time with our heroes?
Taking out my pencils.
So,
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. We started with Thief, lost in the woods. Lost in
So
the woods.
Thief, you rolled a bad navigation check, and you started, this is actually way back when, but I might as well catch up.
I started at the wrong one, I apologize.
That's okay.
Embarrassing.
Here's the other one.
Thief, you made a bad roll on your navigation and for navigating the forest, and you ended up going in the opposite direction to which you wanted. Heading away from Daxton, you stumbled across a group of elven hunters and rangers, donning, they had green tinted skin. The leader had, was it platinum hair? Or was it, do you remember?
It was platinum.
Platinum hair and a silver floral decorated mask. And they, you found out that the leader of this group of adventurers was named Arcane, and he was going to help you navigate the forest and make your way back home. And tell me a little bit about your journey, what you discovered on the way there.
I had a spider fight. I don't think I discovered anything on my way. Oh, well, like the Whispering Vine, are you talking about that? I camped with them, and when I woke up, there were a bunch of vines coming from the forest that reacted to sound that were attacking everybody, and I spent a lot of my energy to save them when Thief was pulled underground. And then I woke up hanging upside down and kind of like it was like a large tunnel, right? Like if a large worm ate the earth. And I met the Whispering Vine, and it pulled me close, and it had a red crystal hand within it. And I learned that it's not a spell, but it's if the forest had a voice.
Given by magic and alien magic. And
yeah. And it plans on destroying everything and killing everyone. It doesn't care. It just wants to kill. It doesn't want glory. It doesn't want power. So that's a big problem. And it asked me to join it, and I made it think that I would, even though it didn't really give me a deal. It just said you can go up and tell everybody that you're all going to die.
Wait, you didn't really join it?
No. That was me getting away.
Well.
And then
that secret.
And then Yellen, the other elf, was smashed to death by the vines. And then I left. And then I found I found a hooked horror, little baby hooked horror, and I tried to feed it, and then we fell through the ceiling.
Oh, that's right. We're fighting it now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, someone catch up the rest of the group and what y'all did. Start with the wizards. What did y'all do on your way back from the forest? Way back when?
That's right.
Yeah.
We met with the magic dagger, who sent us to a ancient arcane rock in an underground thing below an abandoned tavern in town. So we went and did that real quick. Knocked it out. Saw a bunch of spooky visions. Met a god. Met a lady and some red light, and then a hand.
And there's his hand.
Right. And then we went back to town, and we found the others, and we hung out and did some shopping for a little bit.
We did.
We did, and we had a good time.
'Cause
Bought some new stuff.
And I wanted a wand.
And we're gonna get that wand.
Yeah, we are.
And then we went with the magic dagger again, told him about the arcane stuff, and now we're looking for Thief, and we went on this really long trek underground and got attacked by these vine skeletons. And then we met a guy with a bow and arrow who is Aelin.
Atticine.
Aelin's
the wizard.
Thank you.
Aelin's the magic dagger.
Atticine. And we were walking along and almost found Thief when he fell down through the ceiling, and now we're fighting.
A hooked horror.
Alright.
We're fighting against Mom, right? Or
No, we're
just
fighting the
against
baby.
The baby, right.
Or we're not going to fight the baby.
Can we befriend it?
How about we just...
Sorry, we should get into the game.
I don't want to fight the baby.
Discuss this.
The 5 of you, I believe. Atticine, Zeth, Bim, Nim, and Kalanai. You make your way heading towards Commotion down the tunnel. You heard what sounded like loud crashing of rubble and stone, and you head towards the loud crashing. You're hearing this like unnerving, like large lumbering stomp that keeps repeating itself in a like a rhythmic slashing against a hard exterior shell. You hear these loud, jarring screeches of what sounds like a large bird. As you get closer, you see this large hulking beast with a beetle-like shell on its back, furry exterior for the most part. These long, bone-like hooks for hands, and the head of a mutated vulture.
Less cute.
It starts clicking onto, or slashing against its back, communicating. It's chirping and hollering up towards the roof above. And you see this large, cluttered tower almost of jagged rocks and stone and soil that's blocking what appears to be an exit that it just came from. And it seems to not be able to get out, or it's confused. It seems smaller, it seems a little scrawny, but it is still massive in comparison. And you see it quickly turn its head towards this sneaking figure in the dark. And you see this elvish humanoid figure with flowing pants. It hovers really close to the ground and inches away from the hulking monstrosity as it crawls towards it, and it starts to shout and raise its hooks, and it's about to attack. And that is when Adikin readies his short sword and calls out, "Thief!" Roll initiative.
Woo!
Everyone.
Yay!
Okay, so Zeth, you're watching the beast stomp towards young thief. What are you doing?
Well, I don't have dark vision or anything, so I just have to trust this guy that I have befriended, right?
Mhm.
He's our okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna take my dart, my one dart,
Woo!
Okay.
and throw it
All right.
just at like a shadowy figure that I kind of see,
You're gonna.
right?
Oh, you're throwing it at Thief?
No, at the thing, right?
Oh,
Oh.
got it.
At
Okay.
the baby hook.
The
Yes.
it's huge.
If you see it,
Oh, okay.
you want to be able to not see it.
Okay.
The baby with the hook face.
I don't think that's good.
No.
It's not.
There are some vines and tendrils along the edges of the tunnel, and
Oh.
there's some blue light that's actually trickling, or like blue orbs of light that kind of bounce around the.
Oh, well, I guess I can't change what I did. Since
No, you're okay.
Okay. Well, okay,
You can change it if you
in
want.
that case, I'm just going to take my dart and poke it in a vine.
Poke it in a vine.
Yeah.
Can
Just for like, you're tapping a maple tree.
Oh yeah,
You don't have to.
you do.
You do it. Okay.
It's right there.
You
Does
poke
it pour?
Hey, does Thief know everybody's there, or is he just busy not?
You
Am I
It's not your
going?
turn yet. Just give me 1 second.
I'm next.
Is that just is kind of like you poke it, you interacted with it. That's not an action.
Okay, well then, never. Well, in that case, I'm gonna try and punch the figure in front of me, the bad guy.
You're just gonna punch it.
You're just gonna punch it.
So Zeth, you walk forwards, wearing your cloak, big old jagged sword on your back, magic, and you walk up towards this bird-like creature. Hope you start using stuff later.
A throat punch.
A throat punch,
You know when
and
you're
you're
like,
so you're gonna try to jump up.
oh, it's tall.
It's
It's
huge.
huge. It's large.
Okay, well then, whatever I can hit. That's directly in front of me.
Go ahead and roll an attack. Add your strength modifier.
Can she break her hand on its shell?
it has a shell?
You can try.
Man, you messed up.
Does it have a shell? Yes, it does.
What about
It
intimidation?
has a beetle-like shell. Yeah.
What's it called again?
Hooked horror.
Horror.
Hooked horror.
Is this the baby or the mom?
This is the baby, but
The
it's still huge.
baby.
It's just a baby.
A
I got a
wee
7.
babe.
So.
You got a 7? Yeah, you punch into it. And it like isn't really squawking in your attention. Or at your direction.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Moving on. Next we have Thief. What are you doing? You just saw clear as day. You see the horn sticking out of her head.
Okay.
You see a human wearing a cape with a hood. Human-ish. You see Zeth come over and punch the hook horror. What do you do? Nothing happens.
Okay, cool. I want to do hideous laughter.
Alright.
Hold on. You have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw. I have to-
15.
well, you won, so.
Okay.
So it doesn't fucking laugh.
Alright, so what do
Third
you
time.
say to make it laugh?
You look like a chicken.
Yeah, and it does not think that's very funny.
Let's
Alright.
write down some
Is
jokes.
that the end of your move? Your turn?
No, I'm gonna do my bonus action and hide.
Okay. There's definitely some stubble. There's some rubble and some rock formations nearby. Go ahead and
When I run, I want to yell. Okay, so he's gonna be like, "Don't kill it! It's a baby!"
Alright. Roll a stealth check with disadvantage for yelling.
Just
Oh, I was like, "Why? I made a joke." It's 10.
Don't kill it! Cowers behind a rock.
It's 10.
10? Alright, you think
Well, you
you're
would
hitting.
think if it spoke common, it would be like, "Oh, thanks, dude."
okay, man.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, that's the end of Thief's turn. Kalanai, you're up.
Woo! So I see Zeth running at it, and I'm like,
Punch it.
well, shit. I'm gonna run up and try to stab it with my dagger.
Alright,
And
absolutely.
use green flame blade.
Okay.
No, that's not what you want. That's gonna be an 8.
Alright, that does not hit.
Well, shit.
Alright, so a green flaming blade
Right.
extends from your dagger, and it just bounces right off of the hard exoskeleton,
Well, shit.
and it turns its head towards you and kind of like barks at you a little bit.
Dude.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Adikeen, you're up. Adikeen is just gonna take out that short sword and run at it and take a swing at him.
That's okay.
Maybe one of us can hit him.
Maybe.
Yeah. That is a hit.
Good job, Adikeen. Yay, Adikeen.
This whole time, Brittany's been like cheering every time y'all miss because she wanted to do speak.
Don't tell them! What the heck?
What?
Such a piece of shit.
It's a surprise. Don't tell us.
Yeah, it's my move.
That's what you get for telling your boyfriend
Alright.
stuff.
Anakin darts up towards the hooked horror, jumps on a stalagmite, and lunges forward and carves at the beast, and it hits the edge of the shell and then slides off and digs into the feathery kind of like skin. And then it doesn't seem to do a lot, but
What did I
it
just
definitely
say?
reacts to it.
Don't hurt
All right.
Eat your
He's like
baby.
just attacking you.
it. It didn't hurt me. It was scared.
Try.
All right. That's the end of Anakin's turn. Nim, you're up.
Well, Jared just spoiled it.
Well, can you edit it out?
I was gonna
No.
try to speak with animals. It says I gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with a beast for the duration is 10 minutes.
All
Hurry,
right.
do it.
So I
Yeah.
cast that, and I just imagine like Nim, like she's like a goddess, and there's like just green.
Is there
light
anything you need to do?
radiating around her, and then she like extends her arm. I don't know, just
Extends her arm. What are you
like
saying?
to the beast.
Does that just happen?
I'm gonna make it happen.
I want this power.
And then
Druid.
Druids, man, and then
Ugh, no.
I'm going to say, "Hi, I'm so sorry that you just got stabbed, but we don't want to hurt you, and we just need to get out of here."
He's like twisting the blade.
I'm like, "I'm so sorry, that wasn't my idea."
I hurt you.
When I get it to its mom.
And then I'll give it, and then I'll tell him, "If you help us out, I'll give you a good berry."
It has no idea where out is.
Okay, well, just let us go, please.
I want to take it to its mommy. Then its mommy will love me.
I'm a druid.
Nose.
And then that can take out the vine.
If this doesn't work, then we'll kill it.
We'll
Fine.
just send in the hook tour. Good luck, champ. We're gonna go. Bye.
You got it.
You got this,
Okay,
sweetie.
it's okay.
Use
You're
your
doing
heart.
great. So my
Doing great. It's just getting like thrown around by the vine. Doing good. We're gonna go.
All right, so you extend your arm, say a lovely speech, and it does not understand what you're trying to do.
Oh, darn it.
What did you look up?
Not necessarily
You looked up both online.
Oh.
Yes, I'm the DM. Anyways. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Wow.
You can back up.
What?
So,
If you want.
okay, I'm gonna go run and hide with Thief.
Okay.
Did we see Thief?
No, you have to cross a monster. Right, I'm on the opposite side of monster.
Are we like a?
You would have to pass, but
Baby.
Nothing. I was
What
just
should we
trying
name
to.
it?
Is it like a big cavern-esque, or are
it's
we
not.
still
It's
tunnel,
not like
right?
a huge area, but it is in the. It is a pretty large tunnel.
God, it's still just a big tunnel. Okay,
Mhm,
cool.
exactly.
All right, thank you. And Thief is like, if we're coming down the tunnel, the hooked horror's here, and then look, Thief's over here.
Yes, he's kind of back. He's actually hiding behind a rock, pretty close to the edge.
You don't know where I
Got
am.
it.
I hid.
Right, but we have good enough.
We can see you
perception
clearly,
checks
Thief.
that-
You're just like,
I
your
yelled.
head is like,
Right, you also
like
shouted
peeping
at
up.
us.
Just like my ass is out.
We're like, damn, that's Thief.
Your butt crack is like up in the air. Like,
You
just...
know it.
All right, so now the hooked horror is gonna go ahead.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh,
no.
so lame.
I tried.
Who's he attacking?
Anything.
All right, so the hooked horror, turns around. That's gonna get me in trouble. Is gonna turn around towards Anakin.
Right.
Anakin. Did I say Anakin?
Anakin.
You keep
Say
going
Anakin.
So it sounds like you're
Doesn't
saying
matter.
Anakin.
Weird elvish language. I don't know.
You
I
know
like
elves.
Anakin.
You know.
Yeah.
It whacks across Anakin.
No.
And I can just fly.
Here's the thing.
He's the only one who's.
Oh yeah, you
successfully
know.
hit
Yes,
it.
he deserves to be slapped. But it's a big thing, so it can slap him to death. Okay.
Anakin takes 11 points of damage.
Oh fuck!
He's fine.
I actually don't know who he is.
It's fine.
Oh no.
All right,
So he goes
and
blasting off
Ben.
again.
I'm all.
Spellcasters, too many options.
I know.
Wizard
and I don't have a lot of
problems.
spell slots because I
Hashtag wizard
still-
problems, and that's the other problem.
Yeah.
Just do cantrip.
Oh, I forgot that I had those.
Yeah.
Firebolt.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
It's free.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
When you don't know what to do,
A fiery
firebolt.
coil spins around your arm and extends off of it. Go ahead and
Firebolt.
This is
You
7.
make this
Oh wait,
more
plus.
visible.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's intelligence modifier for spells, right?
Yes, sir.
for wizard. Yeah.
Yes, you add proficiency plus intelligence.
Nerd.
Wow. Okay. 15.
15.
Yeah, to hit.
That actually just hits.
Woo!
Go ahead and
He's
roll damage.
tanky, motherfucker.
Man.
Damn.
He's tanky.
It's bright. Oh.
Well, I guess he
What?
is like made of armor. So
Oh, they. I'm looking for that one.
that'll do it.
Okay. I thought it was 0. It's 10.
10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
0-2.
I was like,
no.
I did nothing. It hits, and it was just super unaffected.
The firebolt extends and latches on, almost grabs onto the feather and the fur, and takes it kind of into a rocky formation, and kind of breaks down. All right, that's the end of that turn.
Thanks, Wall.
All right, Zeth, back to you.
Woo!
I'm gonna look around on the ground for a rock.
Easy enough. You
Great,
find
I
one.
figured. And I'm gonna take out my slingshot,
Woo!
and I'm gonna load a rock.
Do you back up a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay, cool.
inch back, and I'm gonna aim for his throat.
All right, go ahead.
Damn.
And roll.
David and Goliath the shit.
What, do I get to add anything for that?
Yes, it's a
Dexterity plus
ranged.
proficiency.
Yes, so dexterity plus proficiency.
So,
Okay, 14.
Yeah, you just miss.
I know.
and falls kind of right next to him.
Okay,
Instead,
well
you
in
hit
that case, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna scream like a big shriek and say, "What is with this?"
All right, and that's your new turn. Thief, go ahead.
So the tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's here,
Mhm.
and then I'm here, and then everybody's over here.
Actually, like 3 people are kind of right on the hook door.
Yeah. Helping quotation marks.
Mm.
You could have sneak attack damage
I don't want
if you want to.
He's not
hurt
attacking.
it.
Right.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand, if that's called casting. And I want it to. Y'all remember the Hamburger Helper commercials?
Yes.
Well, it looks exactly like that, minus the face of bright blue and sparkly and bright and glowing.
Just like
I'm
that.
gonna wave in front of his head. Does he react to it? Does he see it?
He doesn't see it.
Why?
He's blind.
I can't save him then.
Mage Hand doesn't make any noise, and it's not reacting.
So you're saying we're killing a lost
He
blind
probably does
baby?
see like
Like
a
a
little
movement.
bit,
Wait, why is he blind?
and there's probably some they
Like
just
my
naturally
He
are.
lives in
Yeah.
tunnels.
Is it a mole?
There's
Is it like
actually
a mole?
cataracts
Cataracts.
right around its eyes. Yeah.
Cool.
Wow, y'all are hurting a blind baby.
It's not
I
actually
miss
blind,
every
but-
time.
Yeah, that's blind sight.
Yeah, geez.
I tried to
guys.
speak with it,
Wasn't
and
a
that did not
tunnel.
work.
It can see somewhat for like 10 feet, probably in front of it. So it probably could see some lights. What do you want to do with that?
I want it. If it's following it and is interested in it, I would lead it away.
You can try. You can move the mage hand.
Yeah. So if it
Where
reacts,
do you move it?
like it would go out the way that everybody's in the way. So hopefully they freaking move. I tell them to move. But I can't yell. You'll
Okay.
react. I'll just like go.
You begin to move it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see if it moves next turn. Actually, that's a good idea. You should roll a persuasion check
I'm moderately fine at that. Ah!
with disadvantage because it barely can see it. Should you roll it twice?
I rolled it. One.
Disadvantage.
Fuck.
There you go.
I hate everything. It's not good. It's not a 22.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn. Kalanai.
So we saw him do this, and then he did the indications to get us to move, right?
Mhm.
And it seems to notice the mage hand.
I go ahead and just roll a perception check.
I mean, worst comes worst, he's gonna not notice it.
14.
You think like it kind of like is cocking its head like a dog that hears
Okay.
a noise.
All right. Well then, I guess I'm just gonna kind of get in between me and Zeth and it, so that it doesn't see the tiny thing that threw a rock at her, and I'm gonna hold my action for if it starts attacking us.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold
absolutely.
my dagger. Oh.
You're gonna hold green flame.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold green flame blade to stab it. If it starts getting all freaky, but if it starts following it, then I'm gonna
If it gets freaky, I'm gonna stab it.
start getting all weird.
Got it. Absolutely. That's the end of your turn. Adekeen's turn. He's like recovering. He like lifts his back up. He's like, oh god, and he gets back up and he sees what's going on and he just kind of grips his short sword and he is just kind of just ready it. He's gonna just kind of watch for a second. Nim, you're up. What are you doing?
So what's going on? There's a bird in a hand.
Yeah, there's a waving mage hand, kind of glowing spectral blue hand in front of the vulture head of this hook horror, and it's trying to get its attention. Right now, the head of the vulture is kind of cocked, and it's kind of like, like a confused dog sort of thing, kind of just trying to inspect it a little bit. Y'all don't know if anything's happening because it's not its turn yet, but everyone's kind of readying up and kind of just remaining to see what happens.
Okay, so I have my symbonic entity, and I don't remember if that's still inactive. So
It would be inactive. I think you used it.
I
Pretty
had it. Yeah, I had it pretty recently, but I think it's gone now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cast that again, so I can have my little spore buddies ready.
You can do twice in a day in a long rest.
Oh, those things are so cute.
Perfect.
So I can use it one more time. So I'm gonna go ahead. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go ahead and cast this. It lasts 10 minutes.
And what does it look like when you cast it?
So I think I said last time it's like you kind of see these like invisible. It was like this, like there's like green like a light green like energy around me, and then you kind of see like little tiny like white things around me.
All right, that's your action.
Awesome.
Are you gonna move around or do anything like that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I am because I think I'm far enough away.
All right, so give yourself a little bit of energy, and just in case what happens. Good to know. All right, Hooked Horror's turn. So the Hooked Horror.
That was hook horror.
Hooked Horror. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, you're reading it.
It kind of stumbles in the direction of the hand, and the hand is being dragged away from the, well, kind of in that direction, but out of the way. All right, and since there's no miniatures, I can just envision this, and it kind of just starts stumbling towards it. And it's not really paying much attention to y'all. Does it keep leading it down the tunnel?
Yeah, and I imagine Thief would have figured out, like, if it moves too far, it'll kind of stop because it can't see it, so he keeps it pretty close to its face, and it's always moving.
Okay.
So is the tunnel the way out?
For it, I just want it out. I just want to go find Mom.
All right.
Deal with it later.
Then you hear.
I swear to dog.
And then
Mom.
rubble
Oh, fuck.
starts to fall on the roof.
Okay, I'm gonna yell for everybody to just hide.
And hooks. Okay. And
So is anybody gonna hide? Everybody hide.
It isn't your turn.
Okay.
And the hooks pull through the soil. And a much bitchier, much bigger, larger vulture head
Oh my god.
through the roof.
Oh,
And
shit.
then the other hook horror kind of turns towards it. And they start communicating for a little bit. It's like 5 minutes of this.
Oh my God.
No. They start communicating, and then the hooked horror drops from the ceiling with some rubble, and kind of widens its stance with its hooks.
does
Is
look
it tall enough to
aggressive?
just be fit
Huh?
in this tunnel?
It's tall enough to fit in the tunnel.
Wow, that's a big tunnel.
All right, so what you saw, and I didn't explain this right, so it's a good time to bring it up. What you saw, Thief, when you were with the Whispering Vine, is what made up the kind of like, other than just like random patches of vine and soil and twigs and stuff, what made up the breathing center mass of the Whispering Vine, it was also coiled in like very large tendrils, and in certain directions, other tunnels were being made currently by much larger, gigantic kind of vines.
Okay.
That were stretching forward, and it seems like around those vines are like smaller ones, and it kind of seems like it sends those large vines out to dig through this core of the world, and then it springs up from the surface and other tendrils extend from it,
Okay.
and that's kind of how it battles things.
So it could pass through the ocean.
It's interesting though. I'm wondering how long the hooked horrors have been here though, because this is like a relatively new thing. Unless it was in a pre-existing cavern they broke into. Or...
Well, we could have just been like, wow, that's a big hole. Let's go in there.
I know, but like, wouldn't they already have been down here?
I don't know their lives. It's like snails.
Does it look aggressive?
like
Does she look aggressive? Or,
The mama looks pretty frantic. Yeah.
like, is she going towards the baby though, or is she like coming at us?
She actually does walk towards the baby.
Okay, got it.
She seems very agitated,
Got it.
frustrated.
Man, this
Okay.
was so cool.
And they do have a slightly wounded child.
Sure.
So
Yeah, somebody burnt it and stabbed it.
all right,
I
Where's
only
your
did the burning.
boyfriend?
Yeah, he's right there. That's what I was talking to.
all right, then your turn.
I'm going to do a hiding check. Whatever that is.
You're gonna try to hide or stealth check.
11.
You think you're hidden. You drop behind some rubble. All right, that's the end of your turn.
It would be
All
kind
right,
of Xerxes, and
back
just
to
his
you.
horns are sticking out.
I'm going to. What color is the tunnel wall?
The wall itself is kind of just like grayish, maybe some purplish tones and some brown tones, just soil and. But I mean, the vines and tendrils kind of add a green color to it.
Can I use my forgery kit to paint my face like the wall?
Very quickly.
Just your face?
Not
Well,
in
because I can wrap my cape around my body.
True.
Not in 6 seconds.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna go up against the wall and wrap my cape around my arms and pull my hood up and over my horn as best as I can.
Alright.
And in that case, I will prestidigitate grass over my face.
Some grass. You can't
You just leaf.
And that's good.
Okay.
And then for a real action, I'm gonna pull out my dagger.
I'm picturing it like law
Alright,
or
so
shootings.
alright. Are you trying to hide or would you like to ready your dagger? You can ready it so you wait for a particular circumstance and you give me like, if this happens, I'm gonna use my dagger. Or do you want to hide right now?
No, I just wanted to hide and pull out my dagger
Roll
in
a
my
step
hand.
check for me.
And I want the grass on my face.
Definitely.
8.
Think you're hidden? Sounds good.
That's the most famous answer.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, I
I hate
hate
that
it.
so much. For someone who thinks he's hidden, I sure haven't convinced myself.
You're just like, it's not working. It's not working.
Alright. That's the end of your turn. Thief, you're up.
I'll hide. I don't think I did
You're
that.
just gonna still stay. You're gonna stay hidden.
I think I was moving. Wait, does Mage Hand have like a distance thing?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine I like got up and walked behind it.
30 feet.
Yeah. I
I
bet we didn't get 30 feet.
You probably actually got exactly 30 feet. So do you want to get up? Right now, it stopped looking at the mage hand,
Yeah, it's looking at mommy.
looking at mommy.
Yeah, no, Mage Hand is gone.
Okay, so what are you doing? Go ahead, just because I lost it, go ahead and roll another skill check for me.
11.
I'm pretty sure that was the same.
Probably.
All right, cool. All right. And Kalanai, what are you doing?
Okay, so if we're all at the rubble, by the rubble, and they're about 30 feet away from us.
Yeah.
Okay,
I would
but
say
we're
that.
all like we're all 30 feet away, right? There's no one like past me, I guess, in a sense.
I would
Like the hook tour is
for the most part, yeah. I would just go
Relatively,
ahead
okay.
and say yeah.
So then, how did it cave in again? Like, did we see how it caved in, or how easily it caved in?
The roof,
Yeah.
the mama or the baby, and thief, like the mom coming through or
Well,
the
or
baby falling?
when it caved in. Oh, I guess we didn't see it.
You didn't see it. That's when
Okay.
you heard it.
Dang. Okay. Are there any loose rubble above the hooked horrors or near them?
Roll a persuasion check or a perception check.
Are you gonna squeeze him?
Persuade the rocks to fall.
Gonna try to
Murder.
just separate us.
Come
Perception?
on, rocks.
11.
You definitely see some like stalactites and some rock formations. You don't know how loose it is.
Okay.
You can try.
I'm gonna try that anyway. I'm gonna do magic missile at 3 spots in the ceiling, so like an arc-ish kind of thing.
All right.
Okay.
That
But you're
Go
shooting-
ahead
You
and-
explained
go
that
ahead and
in
roll
Kalanai's
damage, then.
voice.
You're shooting at the ceiling?
Yes.
Yeah, so the
I'm
rock
gonna
will
try to-
fall and separate us from the hooked horrors.
Yeah.
Then they'll be trapped.
We're trapped.
Yeah, we're fucked. There's many
Just-
tunnels.
I know you're casting magic missile, but just to see if you break the surface, go
Got
ahead
it.
and roll an attack for me.
Okay.
3 attacks.
Good.
13, 15, and 16.
Okay. You managed to get 2 loose stones that were already somewhat loose. And then after these 2 large stalactites and rock formations on the ceiling fall, more soil and rubble from overhead. And you actually see a bit of what seems to be another tunnel, probably the one that they came from. And it collapses. It doesn't like completely block off the tunnel
Right, yeah.
easily, but it does separate y'all, definitely.
Cool.
They're confused. They're together. Y'all are together.
And I'm gonna let them know. All right, guys, we need to get moving before they figure out how to get over that. Okay, we need to figure a way.
So I mean, there's the way that you block them off. The way I'm imagining it, and you can correct me, Thief. You block them off where y'all came from.
Okay, good. That's what I was
Right?
thinking. Yeah.
He
So
did
y'all
it.
can just keep going,
Okay.
or y'all could go up
towards.
the Whispering Vine.
Okay.
Um,
Stop pushing it.
Okay. No, I mean that's just what happened. I didn't do that.
Nice.
All right. So wait for a moment. They kind of stick around for a little bit, just kind of pointing towards the roof. And I just realized this is a podcast. Pointing towards the roof, and kind of comforting one another.
Oh.
They do eventually move away, and you actually see the baby hook horror climb onto the shell of the mom, and then the mom uses its hooks and jabs into the wall and climbs up to that opening that Cal and I created and moves into the next tunnel.
See, are you happy now, Thief? I didn't kill him.
All right.
Yet.
Yet. Now, as
Oh, God.
I'll just collapse it.
James, with your hair like that, you look like Superman.
Thank you. Like
You have
a
the Clark Kent
weird...
curl.
Yep.
Thank you. All right. The horrific beasts move away.
We saw your hooked.
Good job. All right. And y'all are left alone for a moment. Y'all.
Thief, we finally found you.
See, I wanted to do a free motion before you talked to me.
I also want to do a free motion.
Sorry, guys.
Just move without in order.
Oh.
You can go.
All right, I'm gonna stick out my foot to try and trip somebody, and I'm still up against the wall with my cape wrapped around me and grass on my face.
Okay, you know what? Well, Thief was gonna go run and find Zeth, so I imagine he trips.
Okay.
Like he was gonna run over and be excited to see Zeth first, but Zeth's not
Right.
there, so he's gonna be like, "What happened to Zeth?" And then it'll be like,
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Wait,
"Her foot's pretty big."
we do have big feet.
Big dragon feet.
Big dragon feet. 11.
You do big
13.
Yeah. You tumble and scrape some of your flowy pant on her giant foot claw.
It's fine. I'm getting new pants.
It's already fucked up. You're
It's
gonna
been
attack by
clean
giant
until
bugs.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. So you trip over a giant dragon leg, and then you see Zeth with a big horn, and then
Just
cloak, and then grass face.
Is this the first time I've seen him since?
Since the
while.
forest.
Since he left.
I did not know that. I would not have tripped you. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm
You did
gonna
it
just
anyway.
walk out, pop out, unpresidigitate, and be like,
I'm gonna turn and be like, "I saw your cobalts."
what?
Your cobalts. That's those little things, right?
Yeah, my kobolds?
Yeah, I met some cobalts in the woods, and they said they knew you.
What are their names?
I don't remember
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, perhaps?
those words.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? You met them?
Yeah, they got me in the net.
Oh, yeah, they were gonna eat you for our, favorite time of the day, Glackmack.
Yeah. Different religion. I don't celebrate that.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'm glad they didn't, though. I'm glad y'all ended up working it out.
Thief is just still laying on the ground. Just
Face
looking
first.
I'll reach out my hand and pull you up.
Yeah, you do, and you're so strong, you're just gonna go like, "Oh, okay."
I am a tank. What can I say?
Thief. Someone kind of approaches. It's
From in front of me?
No, kind of to the side, giving you all a moment for a second. But when you're done, Attican steps forward and he's like, "Thief."
I hug him.
And he kind of throws his hands up and he's like, and he goes back in for a hug. He's like, "I'm glad you're safe now."
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna come and give him a big hug.
Squeeze
Both
his
of them. Oh, we missed you, Thief.
I'm gonna hop in behind Cal and I.
Oh, get on it.
And I'm gonna do it with my claw. I'm gonna rub his shoulder with my claw.
Oh, God.
People hug and they do this. It's just one claw.
Bim and Bim are just kind of.
Bim is.
I'm awkwardly petting my squirrel,
Bim is off in the distance, and he's he overhears screaming from his friends, so he's just cowering even more. So they're all.
Did you get that? Okay. Without him.
Cal and I
noticing.
roll a. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll some death saves. Oh, what was that? In the claw.
You're poison.
Poison. Okay. Y'all do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Eventually, he peeks his head and he sees, and he saunters over and pretends like
Saunter.
nothing happened.
All right.
So where have you been, thief?
I just told Zeth I'm at Cobalt.
Oh, really? When you were
That's all
lost
I've been
in the
doing.
woods? Really? All you've been doing? How'd you end up in these tunnels, thief?
Yeah, this isn't Cobalt.
Right, this isn't really,
Oh. We need to go get Aelin literally as fast as racially possible. I was going to say humanly, but none of us are humans. And then I said racially, so that was wrong. Whatever. Species
Racist.
Yep. As fast as we can, tell him to get every wizard he knows into this forest and go back because the Whispering Vine is right down that way. And I'm not going to fight it
Why can't we just do it now?
because I'm the only person here other than Adakine who knows what it can do, and there's no way that we can fight it.
Bim finally catches up with everyone. Hello there.
Hey, Bim.
I think we might need. Anakin's talking.
No, it's just James.
James is talking. I think we might need some time to maybe discuss this a little bit more. Let's step away from where the horrors came for a little bit, and I'm pretty sure it's getting dark upstairs. So
Sure, we can make it
Outside? Upstairs, right?
he said upstairs. What kind of for flavor?
I know,
but
Thief
you
made
could
fun of
just-
him.
I guess.
Thief made fun of him.
Okay, fine.
That was Thief, not Bo.
Canon.
An ass.
Alright.
Yeah, we can make up a camp. That's smart. We've been trekking for a while then.
Well, we can't light a fire.
Well,
We're underground, and
can light fire.
the vine will know that we're how close
what
we
if it's a
are.
magic fire?
No.
Alright, well, we can just rest then.
And we need to do it quietly.
Okay,
So
we'll
I
just
said-
silently sit.
Yeah.
You weren't there for the vine. You don't know how awful it is.
You know, if we all sit in a circle and rub our hands,
Hey,
we can
Bim.
pretend there's a fire,
Bim's got a good point.
and we get the warmth.
I think from now on we should all whisper when we talk.
I'll look at Bim.
Okay.
Addie points at the vine tendrils that are kind of circulating and moving around the tunnel, and he kind of whispers, "Are they listening right now?"
Yep. They're always listening.
Well,
But those are the listening vines, not the whispering vines, so we're okay.
I'm gonna take out my stone of speaking and I'm gonna whisper into it. Like, get away! Get
It was designed to boom a goblin's voice. And so down the tunnel, away, 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 away.
well,
Whoops.
guess we don't have to whisper anymore.
And
You
then
see
we
some
all
of the
die.
vines like stop and then kind of coil. Alright.
So are they coming at us right now?
Is there like
Kinda
a
I just
quiet
freaked out.
spot from the vines on the ground anywhere?
Is there,
Yeah, when you sit on the ground, vines can't reach you.
there are no vines really on the ground. They're just kind of moving along the ceiling and the walls.
Is there like a quiet spot against the
Yeah,
wall?
there's more tunnel, and you
Right.
can just pick a place.
We'll just go.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright.
New
There's a
tunnel.
log.
There, perfect.
There's always a log.
And a fire. No. Alright.
A log.
Is there any
Another
water?
one.
Any water nearby? Like a little streamy?
Roll a persuasion.
Some dripping water.
No, I just realized that Nim hasn't said anything yet, and this is like
I've
her
been doing that
vision.
the whole game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn to Thief and be like, so they're called the Whispering Vines?
just a second.
Oh, were you talking to me?
Yeah. That's what Thief says.
Yeah, but they don't whisper anymore.
They're what I saw in my vision. So I know I need to be here.
Cool. I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here either, but you can't
They're gonna
argue
kill
with
us.
destiny, right?
Destiny's not a thing.
Is there anything we
It's
can
your
do
choice.
so we can talk
Wait,
about what we're going to do?
Yes.
Let's all sit in a circle.
You said you saw it up close, you and Atticane?
So
I feel like we need to get to its source.
I
in
assume
order
we're
to
all
destroy
sitting
it.
in a circle.
Yes, we're all sitting in
Okay,
Thank
we're all
you.
sitting in a
Whispering.
circle.
Bim's rubbing his hands.
Okay, and then I'm gonna have Monkey run up to Thief and just stare at him.
I hate squirrels. I
Throw it in a bush.
Yeah. I'll pick up and
It's
throw
just
that
staring
thing
at you. It's just-
at a vine and not care. Anyway,
So you saw it up close and personal, Thief?
Attakeen, do you want to tell about when we first saw it? And then I'll go and then I'll say my thing.
Okay, please, thank you. I mean, anything we can use.
Well, we were navigating the forest, and me and my friends, we encountered some whispers, some voices further in Amberwood. We saw some corpses, some sunken in deer corpses or goblins. We figured that those voices trap. We saw vines. We saw smaller vines and wrapped around these skeletons and such, and we thought that there was just a little plot of the forest that might have been some sort of plant-like trap. But later we found Thief after losing one of our own, and we were navigating the forest, and we saw apparently the vines followed us, and they killed one of ours, and it took Thief and Yellen. Did you see Yellen in there?
I did. Okay. So when I woke up, I was hanging upside down from this huge area, and in the middle of it were the vines that were moving all around, and they pulled me down to talk to it, and it told me that it's going to destroy and kill everything, and it doesn't really have like a purpose. It doesn't want to do it for glory or gold or power. It's gonna do it no matter what. And I was smart and made a deal with it so it would let me leave. And basically it's gonna kill anything. So,
Well,
and it's gonna get bigger, and there's no way that 6 pretty new adventurers are gonna kill this thing.
well,
Well,
firstly, sorry for your losses. That sounds horrific.
And
Is Yellen?
it killed Yellen.
He kind of just bites his lip and kind of steps up for a second. He doesn't say anything.
It sounds like we need to try to stop it now.
Anything can be stopped if we try.
No.
and if you have a goddess in your midst,
Right. We have a goddess, but you said it's just going to keep getting bigger.
Right. So
it took us
we could
several days to get here. If we wait another week to come back and stop it, it would be unstoppable by that
But
point.
what if we had so many wizards?
But
Powerful wizards, not y'all two.
that's a gamble that we could get those wizards. We don't even know if the magic dagger would come. He hasn't even come this time, and he knew partially the extent of what it is.
He knew
So
how bad it
there's
was?
He sent us here. He knows of it.
Right. A lot of people know of it,
So
but I don't think anybody knows how bad it is.
So have you seen
So-
seen its source?
Yes.
Do you know where it
I
is?
apologize. I forgot about that part. It opened up its viney body,
Oh.
and it has a large red crystal hand within it.
Red. That's
Yeah.
exactly what my vision's been saying.
We saw a hand.
they, right, yeah, we saw the red hand in a vision. We went on a vision quest together. It was very nice.
Yes.
Oh, good for you. That sounds like a
In the
lovely time.
desert.
We had a
No.
great time.
In a
It was
base.
a forest.
No, the icy one was the hand. We were icy tunnels.
Stony.
Stones.
Sure. Right. It was a lot. There was a lot of vision, but we saw the red hand. So that's what's powering it. All right.
Well, I think that we should have a long rest and then go straight to that red crystal first thing.
That does not make sense.
We have to destroy it, or else it's gonna kill
Do you
everything.
just think this vine is evil on its own? Clearly, maybe that hand has something to do with it.
It may have corrupted it in a way.
Nature doesn't just punish people. I've been in this forest for all my life. Nature doesn't envy. Nature is not evil. Nature is a balance. That's what nature is. It's life and death, and something has thrown that balance. And I'm not going to just turn my back on Amberwood and hope that a bunch of pretty wizards come and try to stop everything.
Fucking wizards. But he's right. That is the only unnatural thing in this scenario.
It said that it was like spells or magic, and it helped nature have a voice that is now alive.
But that voice could have been corrupted and warped by
Or-
whatever that hand is.
Nature sucks.
But what he's saying is he's been around it all his life, and Nim here is also a communicator to nature.
If it's not planning to harvest the dead, then it is not one with nature.
It is taking the dead. It like gets it. So like there's like all these bones in the walls. That's like how it gets its nutrients. Is just like how things grow from decay. So it'll grow with death.
I think what she might be getting at is maybe it's not using the death like it normally would. It's growing quite selfishly. It's growing.
Oh, okay.
It's not abide by the rules of nature.
Because death isn't meant to be used, it's meant to be appreciated.
And I don't know. I just there's some quiet villages nearby, and I'm worried that if we go maybe several days, you said,
More will die.
Right.
What if not even just more die, but what if those wizards can't stop what it becomes?
That's what I'm saying. By the time we get the wizards, if they even come, it may have grown too powerful by that point for
Why?
even them to handle. Me and Ben, we're powerful wizards.
We're wizards.
And we've
And
got
I've
all
got-
of us. She has magic.
And I'm gonna twirl my spear.
Right, she's got a
Like
spear,
Ray.
and she's a smoke goblin hunter,
Yeah.
and we've got Nim. the
If anyone
druid.
dies, I can harvest your body and store it until we get back to town.
There we go. So we got that, and we have the best damn thief in the world.
I'm
So
not
between us, with our best damn thief and this crew of ragtags, we can take it down.
And we have Monkey.
Laughing, by the way.
Ben, fuck you. No ragtag.
Okay, Monkey's just gonna like go run over and sit on Ben's lap now.
I don't think we have time.
That's it, I guess. This is a new budding friendship.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hello there.
I think if we're gonna fight the vine, there is no time to rest. We need to go literally right now
Yes.
Oh, all right. If you really
because
think
it
there's
already
no
knows
time.
that everybody's here.
But can we at least rest for a tiny bit because I need to redo my my spore spell.
Is everyone ready to go into battle?
How about we wait an hour?
Can I go into deep meditation and summon Garnock? There. Because I would like to have my symbolic entity again.
Bim could
before.
use a nap.
How's everyone looking on their hit points?
Fine.
He says.
I don't think any of us were hit.
I haven't taken any damage. I didn't take any damage in
I
the
have
last
4.
episode either.
You
If
have
anything,
4
I
hit points?
gained.
You haven't
You might
rested?
need to rest.
I have 13, but 18 with
What's
my...
the shortest rest amount of
spell.
time we can take?
I'm sorry?
Like, what's the shortest? Like,
An
we need.
hour short.
Okay,
It's a short
we'll
rest.
take an hour,
How about an hour?
and if we take an hour, it needs to be the quietest hour. If anybody communicates, it needs to be very whispery.
Let's go away.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to rest. So I could get him back and not die. Oh, well.
Then we'll just stay vigilant and just rest for an hour.
From what I know, they react to sound. I don't know, but that was a while ago, so I don't know. But that's the only reason why I'm saying be quiet.
Ben's asleep.
You're just asleep now.
He's sleeping with Monkey.
You can't see him sleep, but you just see the whites in his eyes just gone, and it's just black darkness.
Oh my god.
I want
that's
to take
it,
my
that's
shift
it.
with Attikeen, and I want it to just be DM, James, and I in the room.
just for the sake of brevity, go ahead and give yourself what the short rest will give you.
Nothing back.
It's fine. I ain't no wizard.
You
I
can
don't need
roll
it.
hit dice. That's what you can
Are y'all? I mean, do
How
y'all
long is a
want
spell slot?
long rest?
I don't want to do
How
it.
long is a long rest?
like 8
8
hours.
hours.
We're not doing that. That's too long for
It'll be
this.
okay.
Well, it
You know
might
what,
be
I'm-
worth it if your wizards don't have spells.
I have spells.
Wizards, where you at?
I have 1 second level and 2 first levels.
That's exactly what I have.
I have.
Spells.
Chimney, that was so loud.
I was over my head.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Guys,
How you doing, sorcerer?
I have 3 first level and 1 level 2. I haven't used any.
Hey, cool. We're doing good.
Hey,
So,
I have 4 and 2.
so altogether, we have like 12 and 4.
Right.
I have,
Yes.
I have my arrows.
Oh,
He's not even really a ranger. He's just a guy with a bow. He
I
really
have
is.
a dagger.
wait. We can recover spell slots
I have
with
to
Arcane
refresh.
Recovery.
We're about to.
With arcane
Okay.
recovery.
Like
Yeah,
before I go
let me
into
see. Let me
battle.
just make sure I understand what it is. But we can get our spell slots back.
Today's spell sponsor of Arcane Etc. Arcane
my gosh.
Recovery.
I have oil and a tinderbox. I'm just gonna light this bitch.
So,
Light this motherfucker
y'all
up.
go ahead and set out for your short rest, and we'll pick that back up after this bathroom break. Hello everyone, this is your friendly neighborhood dungeon master and podcaster Arcane James here. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for spending it with us. It's been an absolute pleasure to serve your Dungeons & Dragons podcasting needs. Thank you so much for your continued support. It really has meant a lot to us. We put a lot of effort into making this podcast as great as it could be, and we've gotten better, certainly, as we've continued to improve on certain aspects. I've gotten better as a dungeon master, I would say. The players have really gotten into their characters, and now the first arc of Arcane Etc. is complete after this intermission, that is. Please don't click off, you're going to miss a lot. Now, a lesser Dungeons & Dragons podcast would quit here. A full arc, that's a lot of editing, and I am done with it. But not Arcane Etc. We will be dropping Arc 2 or Season 2 later, probably mid to final January. We are going to take the holidays and a little bit into January to plan out some promos and some new merchandise for Season 2. And if you want to be caught up on everything, you want to know what's going on, you want to know when that Arc 2 Episode 1 is dropped, well, you're going to have to follow us on our Instagram. It's the #1 way to support the show. Just following us and sharing this podcast with a friend. This Instagram is really important, guys. We just announced our official first merch drop, our awesome Arcane Etc. t-shirts, design led by Jared Atkins. We've been doing really well selling them, and they're only going to be available for a limited time, so please get your shirts. And we'll be dropping all kinds of things like that soon. We'll have stickers and buttons and hats and new interesting shirts and other merchandise. We'll be doing giveaways over the winter break, as well as teasing the new season, and you want to be a part of that. You want to be here for that. So go ahead and give us a follow on our Instagram at arcane.etc. Again, that's at arcane.etc. I hope you've enjoyed the episode so far. This last part gets crazy, and it's a little cliffhangery. With that being said, I think you'll enjoy the final episode of Season 1 of Arcane Etc. Enjoy!
So I'm pretty sure that we're gonna die. Some might say that's not the most positive view. But you and I have had some conversations about stuff, and I think it's important that somebody knows the truth about myself.
Okay.
I'm older than I say I am, because I feel like since I came from nothing, I need to act a different way. And I have this obsession with being known, because no one's ever known me. I've never even been given a name. Thief was just something people called me.
How old are you?
Like 23 human years.
I wasn't given a name either. I think someone left me in here to die when I was like a little child.
Like your parents?
Well, I don't know about that.
That's true.
I honestly just threw some syllables together. I met some other people yelling, and one of the first things that we talked about, I was really silent actually for a while, and Yellen was like, well, you gotta have a name, stupid. And I was like, okay. And we just kind of threw up something together. You know, I might not be able to relate with the wanting to own up to something or feeling like a failure. Also, just there's not a lot that I can fail. But then I met you, and I wanted to help you, and then I feel like I failed you. And failing you hurt a lot, and that was really hard. So I know what failure feels like. I'm ready to die because I'm weird, and I know that that's a part of how things are supposed to be. But I also know that if I die to this vine, it's not going to be the way it's supposed to be. I'm not going to be used properly, and I don't want to fail you again. So I'll make sure that we don't die.
I hope we can get back and get Yellen out before they do something wrong with their body.
He reaches his hand out and plays around your feather you put in your hair. It's gonna be okay, thief. Is there something else you want me to call you? Do you like the name?
I don't really know. I've just had it my whole life.
And someone else gave it to you?
Yes.
Play around and throw some letters together until you find something you like, and then name yourself. No one knows who you're going to be when someone names you, so might as well do it yourself. Decide who you're going to be. Change it if you need to. I'm sorry that we got separated, though.
I'm really glad I got to save you.
Yeah. Me too. And I'm glad I got to save you, but it seems like you kind of actually had it, so didn't really do much.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good adventurer.
And he takes you in, and he hugs you. And he puts his mouth towards your ear, and he says, it's gonna be okay.
Deep hugs him like tight, kind of. Does he have like a shirt or like armor on?
Leather armors, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of like. Well, I guess he can't grab leather armor, but he just like grabs at it tight.
Pulls away for a moment, looks you in the eyes, and he smiles, and then he kind of, with his hand on your back, walks you back to the group. All right, get in here!
Get over here. Okay.
Wow.
I thought y'all weren't coming in.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna pray to my mommy dear.
All right.
Mother dearest.
Mother dearest.
All right. So, shh.
Oh, I hate that you always make me say what I'm praying out loud. Say, Mom, I don't know what to do. This power. I don't know where it's from. Can you help me? Please. And she kind of raps. Mom, I don't know what's going on. And she doesn't do that. It's all in her head. She's a little confused. Anyways, she's basically being like, I don't really know what to do. Can I please have some advice? Please.
Can I please?
Roll a perception check.
Perception or persuasion?
Perception.
Okay. 2.
A rock, like a really tiny pebble, falls from the ceiling of the tunnel, bounces off your head.
Forget it.
I would say, in my meditation, I'm gonna like when I'm in meditation, I'm gonna try to summon a message from Garnock. Don't know if that's how that works.
You can certainly try.
Okay, so that's what I do.
Roll a religion check.
17.
You don't see Garnock, but for a moment, when you're drifting off, nap time,
Mm-hmm.
the vision of what's around you never really goes away. But you do see from the vines these spores start to sprout. They're very colorful, all different kinds of shapes, and they start to glow and very beautiful.
Is from the vines that are like the whispering vines?
Mm-hmm. Kind of light up the room a little bit, then they start growing up almost like a long flower bed in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of start growing up around you. It's very pretty. Eventually your meditation ends and they're not there. Your short rest ends. You gather what you need.
Already.
Woo!
Everyone ready?
I'm gonna say one thing.
Ready as I can be.
So I know this will probably be impossible, but I do know that these vines are being controlled by something else. I can feel it, and I don't think we should attack these vines.
Bet.
They are nature, and we don't want to harm nature if we don't have to. Of course, if we have to, we can, but it would be wise to go straight to the source of where this is all coming from.
Right, I mean, well, that's what we're aiming for, but we need to probably get through some of the vines to get to that source.
Yes, if a vine attacks me, it's going to die.
Right, that's...
Like y'all all attacked a baby animal not long ago.
Hey,
and
I
now you're
saved
talking
them.
about
It was
not
right.
hurting some
Didn't kill
vines.
it.
And I saved them.
That is a good point, though. Do
Yes,
we want
it
to
is.
talk about, kind of do a plan? Make some sort of plan?
Well, you saw the room, Thief. What's the layout look like?
It's all vines.
Well, I think that we should all do.
All right.
I think we should all be quiet, aka stealthy, and try to avoid the vines. I don't know if that's possible because I wasn't there, but that might.
I think the tunnels just become only vines the closer you get. I mean, it already knows we're all here now. It already knows what we're going to go do. I assume. It's very intelligent.
Right.
But I
can
think
always
what really
try.
needs to be attacked is the red crystal hand that's in the middle of the vines. So if we planned attacks in an order, some people call it initiative, we could hit and break the vines so people could start hitting the crystal hand.
I just don't think we should stop and fight any vines before entering them because that might waste time and
Power through.
So we'll put the biggest and strongest in front. So Zeth.
Should we?
And then she takes out her great sword. She was like, "Yep." She
Yeah.
Okay.
knocks it on the wall.
That's
It's a
smart.
large anime jagged dark blade with a red tint kind of shooting up it. It was Edward's sword.
Oh my god.
Just banging it against the rock.
Just twice.
All right. I'll go behind her because I have a way to break apart the vines. So I can break apart the vines and she can go in swinging.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go last so I can make sure there's nothing coming behind us.
All right. Thief, do you want to go up with her so you can also take some shots, or you want to stay back and take some shots with Aelin? Not Aelin. Fuck.
Wow.
Anakin.
Anakin, but not Anakin.
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 Fuck.
You
Sounds
can
like a
just-
medicine.
You can just call me
Anakin.
Addie if that's normal.
All
What
right.
about Annie?
Talk to your
Call
doctor
Annie.
before taking
Isn't
Anakin.
that what they call it, Anakin?
I'm gonna stick back with Anakin.
Got it.
I'm not a wizard. I can't boom boom from far away. But thanks for throwing me in the front.
I
Cal and I.
seen you use daggers. Sorry.
Do we want to break this hand? Are we trying to break it?
Or at least
I mean, I
remove
could
it.
touch it and see what happens.
Oh, touching it seems like a bad idea.
I mean, if you
Is there a
can
way you
touch
can
it.
wrap it up to move it?
You know what?
Well, you first have to get past many a dangerous vines.
Right. So
What if we return the hand to the owner?
Who's the owner, Bim?
A handless person.
right, didn't we see her like dissolve?
Yes, it was a she.
I have a
She's
scroll.
dead.
I have a scroll.
All right.
Oh, to wrap it, and I was
How
like,
big
a
is
scroll
it?
of toes.
Compared to my hand,
Right, compared to her.
my
hand.
human hand with dragon claws.
Damn, James, how big is that?
From how I could have seen it.
Twice the size of Calaba's hand.
Twice the size of Cal and I's hand.
You can lift that.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Okay. Maybe not with the scroll, but just try to wrap it maybe in your cloak or something.
But I really feel like we should go for breaking it.
Right. No. First thing we break it.
Unless
But
the chance that we can grab it safely.
Exactly. But first thing we're doing is breaking it.
Okay,
If
got
we
it.
have a chance, if you get up close and you're like, I can snag it, then snag it.
Okay.
But we focus on breaking it. We need to separate it from the vines.
Okay, got it.
Okay, everybody,
Is
let's
that
line
all right
up.
with you, Addie?
Yeah, so we just go
Ben,
in,
what are you doing?
try to dodge the vines,
Right.
rip out a hand from a vine monster,
Right.
You could hang back with
save
me.
the forest.
Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing.
What is that?
It ain't no thing.
Oh my gosh, we should sneak walk.
We already talked about this.
Oh.
Remember, and you said
Oh, yeah,
vines
okay,
already
let's
know.
go.
Okay. I mean, we can if you want to.
No, it's gonna take longer. We've already waited like an hour 30.
You leave your resting spot and make your way further through the tunnels of the Whispering Vine.
Can I send Oakley ahead of him?
I totally forgot that.
You tap your sigil. It's pretty scary. You're just going straight through a tunnel, and the vines are just getting larger and larger and thicker along the walls as you go on.
I'm
And you're-
describing it to them as I'm leaving the vines.
You're starting to see bits of flora and such growing on the actual surface of the ground underneath this tunnel. Alien type plant life, things that can live underground. You're hearing a lot of slow crawling and slithering and large kind of dragging. And you're hearing what sounds like burrowing, large burrowing that is happening further ahead.
I don't like that. I'm not okay with that.
And that just kind of continues. And then you see an open chamber.
Okay, I'm gonna have her drop down to the ground and then kind of stealthily look into the room.
So I completely forgot. I'm actually going to do one thing to Bim if I can. It's called enhanced ability. So you get advantage on constitution checks, and you also gain 2d6 temporary hit points for an hour.
Do I roll or do you roll?
You roll.
Go
I
ahead
think.
and burn a
Yeah.
spell.
I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on
6
myself.
and a 4. Wow, I get 10 extra hit points.
Nice.
So I have 31 hit points.
Just because you said you had like nothing. And that was...
It's one round.
Cool, now we get
Oh,
the
okay, never
shit
mind.
beat out of me
I'm
and I'll be
awake.
okay.
I'm gonna ready. I'm gonna hold.
So
ready.
I have 4 spells.
Alright. The vulture steps forward.
How far is this down the tunnel from us?
I would say 100 yards.
Got it. You didn't make it.
You walk in. Oh, y'all been traveling for about an hour.
I think you
Okay.
fucking did.
You open and you see large vines that are just kind of sprawled into this larger chamber of the tunnel. You see latched onto the ceiling over a pile of broken soil and rock is this large mass of tendrils and vines, and it's breathing like lungs.
On the ceiling, you said?
Mhm.
Okay. How far up is the ceiling?
I would say roughly like 20 feet.
Okay. And then
Or the 20 feet from the floor to the mass,
got it.
to the beginning of the mass. The ceiling's a bit larger. The mass in size is probably around 30 or 20 feet like length.
Got it.
You also see there are other tunnels and burrows on the walls, and some of those burrows pointed. You don't really know what direction, but to the right of the vulture, kind of slightly behind it, large, much larger than the vines you expect. The size of the tunnel you're in are burrowing and moving and kind of vibrating and extending from behind it and creating new tunnels. So
Okay.
that's kind of what you're seeing.
I relay all that information to Snapback.
Right.
Alright, so you just gotta be ready. And remember, it's on the ceiling. So that may change the plans a little bit.
So I'm going for the red hand on the ceiling.
Yes.
Through
It's
a massive.
Right, we need to get through those massive vines of tentacles first, and that's going to be a problem.
As you're stepping forward, you hear.
What a delight.
Uh-oh.
Hey, didn't sound
Whispers, and it sounds like not a voice, not a normal voice with vocal cords, but vibrations that mimic
cool.
what a voice sounds like.
I was not expecting this many to come down here willingly. If only I could see the faces of the determined heroes that braved the challenge of facing me.
Now continue down. Do you say anything?
Not much of a challenge to be a bunch of vines.
You hear a laugh down the lines.
This way, heroes. I feel your approach.
The vines move around you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of you. Okay, how remarkable. Tell me, did someone send you down here to cut me down, or did you just come based on your reckless curiosity?
We came to save the forest, because what you're doing is wrong.
A tendril slides quickly across Zeth's face
Ugh.
and shapes her horn as if to steady her.
Ooh, what is this one? Are those scales? And a great big horn. This is an odd one indeed.
You'll step forward and you enter the chamber.
Welcome, welcome. Please, do come in. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Lots of killing to do.
And the vines kind of pull backwards and kind of rise around, just kind of waving back and forth in the air around you. The large tendrils are still burrowing behind it.
You see the 3 main vines behind me, dearies? Yes. Well, those are currently making their way to the spoiled villages, where I plan to break into their homes and bash them into the ground so that their bodies may be broken down.
I'm afraid that's not going to happen. We're going to stop you here.
Yes, that's rather dark.
So, you came from the northern tone, so does that mean... You know, there's this place I've been hearing a lot about. Y'all know of, what is it?
It mimics a snapping sound.
Denton? Darren? Daxton, that's it. Daxton.
It's not important where we're from.
What's the population looking like there?
2.
5 minutes to you.
There's no one
Well
there.
done, by the way, thief. I just didn't expect you to bring anyone here that soon anyway. Are y'all in on this? You know, thief, I told him how long to gather some people to bring them in here, and thief, you did a great job. Oh man, you really sold it for me. I really believed your performance, the way you just bore your soul to Anakin right before you were about to perish. That is adorable.
And a vine moves you to the side, Thief. And then the vines start facing each of you.
Now,
Mimics clearing up the road.
well now, then, who would like to die first?
Roll initiative.
Fuck!
So is this a crystal talking to us, or is it it's just a voice?
It's a wizard through a crystal.
Hell yeah.
It's just a voice.
You
Damn
can
it.
call it a whistle. Or a crizzard.
Wait,
I
do we
like
add
Wizard.
proficiency and
That's my
initiative
next
bonus,
character.
or is it just an
Crystal Wizard.
I have the same question.
You don't roll proficiency. You just roll dexterity plus whatever you roll. All right, 20 to 25.
20?
Woo! Really good.
I don't know what to do.
Fire!
15 to 20.
Oof.
Okay. 10 to 15.
Me.
Oh my god.
Or
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
like the van roll.
5 to 10.
I don't feel bad.
7.
7!
9. You
Contest.
just decide who goes first.
I want to go last. 'Cause I'm
I'll
the
go
doer.
first though.
Abby Keen rolled a 3.
No!
Oof.
Well, plus his dexterity, so essentially 5.
Oh, thank God. That makes it
man.
better.
Oh, great, we're saved!
Zeph, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
Well,
It's all on you.
okay, so the heart, quote unquote, like the crystal is how, like, where from me?
It's 30 feet in front of you, about like 20, 25 feet up in the air.
Wait, what was that?
Fuck.
30 feet in front, 20 to 25 in the air.
Okay.
And
What?
Mechanical special.
What does that mean?
It's from the comics.
What comics?
Colossus would do this thing with Wolverine.
yes, it would.
When he would pick him up and throw him.
Cannonball
I was gonna cast shock and grasp, so I guess I could do that and grab a vine and cast shock and grasp
That'll
if
do.
you want to try.
Are you gonna yell Cannonball Special?
Cannonball special.
I guess I'll just grab a vine that's close to me and cast shock and grasp.
It should be a
Make a melee
attack.
How much
attack,
weight can it make you? Okay, cool.
Natural 1?
Yep.
Alright, so you cling onto a vine and it begins to hoist you into the air.
Oh
And
shit.
you're being kind of just like, you're holding onto it. Go ahead and roll just a strength check. Oh, that was a natural 20 for me.
Damn. That dice moves all over the place.
It's a 12.
Okay. You hold on. Yeah, you're not flung everywhere. Alright, is that the end of your turn? Yeah. Alright. What do you
Is there an area
Don't hide.
that I can hide?
No!
I have an idea, I just gotta wait.
Um,
Like, just successfully just be like, okay, and just like walk off and sit somewhere or hide somewhere
mhm.
as if full disengage.
Yes.
Hide.
There are some, tendrils and vines that you could kind of bury yourself in between and stuff like that. There's some formations.
I don't want to be near any tendrils or vines.
They're everywhere. This whole place is just a mess.
Is it like we're stepping on them anywhere, like you can't even see stone?
Yeah, you're
Okay,
stepping
cool,
on
that's what I'm picturing.
Okay,
Not necessarily difficult terrain. Actually, it is difficult terrain.
Oh, good.
to what?
It's difficult terrain, so every step
Terrain.
you make, it's times 2. You take twice as long.
Okay, yeah, let's just hide.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me.
It's like you have to be inside of his eye.
19.
Alright, you definitely think you're doing it. Alright, so, next up we have Kalana. Or, no we don't,
That would.
oh man, you know what, I did that wrong. I was looking at the wrong thing. Technically it was Whispering Mind's turn.
Oh no.
But for that
I mean, I
round-
only hid, so.
For that round, we're fine. Okay. Yeah. He is going to pin out Kalanai. And he's going to make a multi-attack against you with his
yeah.
vine tendrils.
Sassed him.
He uses vine. Can't touch this.
What's your armor class?
I'd rather not say. It's 14.
Alright, all of them hit you.
Okay.
We're going off to a great start.
Yep.
It's okay. I healer.
Yeah.
I only have 4 spell slots, so
13 points of damage.
help.
This fine.
Oh! Oh!
And hits onto you, yeah.
You said 13?
13 points.
Okay.
That's
He looks fucking rough. Is that all you got?
that old shitty
He's like,
helmet you found in the
it's
trash.
battered. And he's like slashes all over his body, like audibly wincing. Oh! Is that all you got?
Oh no, there's plenty more.
Good.
Alright.
Oh no.
That's gonna be the tendrils movement. Or move. Next we have Skip, Spin.
Oh, it's okay. Man, I spent this whole time trying to look at circus jumps because there's like the 3-person thing where 2 people lift the
Yes.
leg when they jump.
Well, I'm already up.
But I don't know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
Okay. So, oh, fuck. It's really stressful because I didn't know it was gonna do that much damage. I'm gonna. What objects are there around me?
Vine.
5 pounds or less.
Fine.
Maybe a rock.
5 pounds or less.
Yeah.
You can find a rock.
Okay. Okay. So I find a rock. Rock?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a rock.
A rock.
And I'm gonna cast catapult.
Yeah.
Woo!
Launch it at the tendrils that are they're holding you, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hit the one that's hurt, the holding, or
No.
she's really holding hit.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, and then in that case, I'm gonna go up to the ones that are beating the shit out of Cal.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if you
So
missed.
that he doesn't
and she,
die.
like, killed you.
Because they can't be the only wizard. That's too much stress.
Yeah.
You can do it, champ.
I rolled to see if it hits, right? No, they make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
So you make a dexterity saving.
That's 15.
Oh fuck. I don't remember how this works. I'm so sorry. What does it need to be above my spell?
Your spell save.
8 plus 2 plus intelligence.
What did you roll?
15.
Fails.
Really?
Yeah, it's 16 is my spell save.
Nice.
All right.
All right. So you pick up a rock and you mutter an incantation, and then it just lifts from your head, cracks into one of the vines.
Sorry. 20.
Woo!
All
Points
right.
of damage?
Yeah. That was my last second level spell slot.
I thought you had 2 now.
It hisses.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I
Okay.
think we're gonna win.
Right? It kind of hisses, and kind of that vine tendril actually just dives directly into the ground, and then kind of pops back up near the mass. There's still like 2 main tendrils that are still around Kalanite, but good job. All right.
Fine.
You got
That would be Callie's.
Okay. So she's in the air. Are you in danger? Do you need to be saved?
I'm okay.
You
You want
take
to
that
stay on the
healing
vine?
potion. I'm okay.
Got it. Oh, I do have a healing buff, but that takes an action. No, it's fine. I'll live. Okay, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna touch like an inferno somewhere on my body, and I'm gonna do scorching ray
All
at
right.
the main mass.
Good.
Okay,
Mass.
So I do 3 fire rays, hurl them at one target. I'm just doing. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, and then I make a ranged spell attack for each. So that's gonna be a 7. 14 and a 14. Do any of those hit?
None of them hit.
Well, shit.
Firebolt. It hits and scatters the roof of this chamber above. Some rock tumbles down onto the mass and the vines, but it doesn't really do anything.
Well, shit. All right. That's all I got.
You just hear a laugh. All right, so
you know, laughter.
Nim, your turn.
Have you heard?
So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Kalanai. So hopefully I'm near him because I have to touch him. And then it's 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Is that my wisdom? Okay, so that's a 4 plus my d8. I can't remember what it is. Is it this one?
It's 2 triangles.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one. Okay. 5.
Woo!
You got 9 back.
That's 2 triangles. Thanks.
Man, that's like 75% of what he lost.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I'm looking good. Feeling pretty.
Thanks for that math, Jake.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. Addykin's turn is going to. Shit. Knocks it in the arrow. He's actually gonna knock 3. Just
Damn.
kind of stretch it out.
Cool.
Alright. This is the dude who goes on and invents the shotgun.
Early years.
One hit. Alright.
Hey.
I mean, more than the wizard.
Not fair.
An arrow hits the mass of tendrils. You don't really see a reaction, but it does hit it.
Nice.
Excellent.
Cool.
It's like it's in it.
It's
How much does it weigh?
the mass or the arrow?
The arrow.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? An arrow's weight? Like a normal arrow.
Have you held an arrow?
About
Oh.
half a pound.
Okay.
Yeah, like nothing.
Oh, got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh.
Good work. Okay.
It's alright.
Well, why are you trying to get up so bad?
Huh?
You're trying to get up somewhere?
No. I was gonna make it heavy.
Yeah. Double this. 1 pound.
No.
Alright. So that's the end of Addy Keen's turn. He's actually going to use his movement to kind of hang back near the tunnel.
Sure. Smart.
Alright. That's the end of that turn. Zeth, what are you doing? You're clinging onto this in the air.
I'm on a roller coaster.
Yeah. So to speak.
So is there any chance I could wait till I get close enough to the? There's a bunch around the hand, right?
Yeah.
Did you know I was gonna do that?
Alright, so what are you trying to do?
Wait so I can latch onto another one.
Ooh, swinging.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go to the mass?
Make an acrobatics check for me.
So that really though.
D20 plus dexterity.
Probably my best
It's
bet.
very Tarzan.
It's okay, guys.
So
I'll take the fall and die.
Okay.
Wait, are you in?
It was an 18. I hate this dice. I hate it. I don't want it anymore.
It moves around.
It
so
It moves around
much.
so much.
Do you have other die?
Yeah.
It was on.
Alright, so you're trying to Tarzan it. So you're reaching out a hand to grab it. So go ahead and roll a dexterity or a strength save. I'm actually gonna say a strength or a dexterity saving throw to see if like you just miss it and then cling back on to the vine before you just.
Are you high up in the air?
Hmm.
Yeah,
I can
25
actually.
feet
Are you in
the
arm's
air.
reach? No.
Yeah, like if I
Not anymore?
moved
'Cause
right,
I actually
could I
have a
catch
spell
her?
that can stop you from getting hurt when you fall.
Is it
It's
Featherfall?
okay. I can take
No,
damage.
it's something
I think
else.
you
Oh, I
should
almost
save
got
it.
Featherfall.
You won't be able to catch your rams.
She's too far away. Got it.
Nah.
But I think you
Like
should save your
30
slots
feet.
anyway, because I can take damage.
She's half dragon.
What are you wanting
Ancestry.
me to do?
A strength or a dexterity saving throw.
So that's just my roll plus either one of those modifiers. 13.
As you're being flung around, you try to grab onto another tendril and you miss, and you barely use your claws, dig back into the vine, and you're still being swung in the air. You barely made it.
Does that
is
give
the
the
DC.
Does that give the vine any damage? Did she grab into it? No.
My claws.
It is now the whisper.
Oh shit. That was my
Yeah, that's
As a vine is.
Okay.
All right. So, Nim, Kalanai, and Bim. You see this large tunnel-shaped, like tunnel-sized vine start uncoiling from the bottom of the base, and it starts swinging and sliding its vine across the chamber.
Oh, fuck.
And it just swipes to just kind of take y'all all out.
Oh my
So
god.
go ahead and roll dexterity saving throws.
What is that? So what does that mean again?
Roll a d20
Add your dexterity
and
modifier.
add your dexterity.
13 from me.
13.
Yep.
25.
I got 21.
Can my 25 save him?
Your height.
Give him some numbers. I'm
Can I
still on a
donate
4.
some of my numbers.
Bim isn't the most athletic. It's got
You're
a
the one
jump
that
about
saw it and
6
you're like-
inches.
Bim and Kalanai,
Of course.
you are taken
Oh my
giant vine
God.
and then just like kind of pancake to the ground. Nim, you barely duck into this like divot into the ground and just kind of hide there while it swipes under y'all. Zeth, you're currently in the air, and Bim, you are also doing the
My
same
name's
thing. Or a thief, you are doing the same thing. Bim and Kalanai, you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Damn it.
And you are also
Close
prone
to
if you're
almost
not,
killing me
if you're not
currently.
unconscious.
Are you out?
Yeah, I'm out.
I have 16.
You ruined my
Damn.
plan. Now I have to come save you.
That almost killed me.
You just
Oh my
hear that
God.
maniacal
Did I
laughing
use this on you?
vibrating around the tendrils around you.
How far am I away from Kalanai?
I'd say you're about 25 feet.
That's
You
what
just
across the
dodged the
road.
range.
It's not fair. His helper. Why would he kill me? I'm gonna use a sneak movement. Some call it sneaking. To move to Kalanai. Will that be my action?
Would not be your action.
This bitch knows stealth. Some people would call it.
If you're going to pick up his potion and give it to him, is that what you're going to do? You're free. Do it.
Do it.
Roll a stealth check.
20.
20?
Unnatural. Don't give me natural 20. Stop. You don't win, I win.
20.
Oh.
So as you're sneaking towards Kalanai, the tendril.
Oh!
plucks you
Busted!
out.
What exactly are you doing, thief?
I'm gonna go take his stuff.
It gets ready to fling you.
To
Alright.
fling me.
Alright.
Yeah, you're gonna get flung.
Dude, you're about to be flung.
Dude, you're about to get flung.
Rules here. Sorry, guys. Alright, anyways.
It's
I
a,
get for
it's
saying
a boss, man. Yeah, that's what you get.
Alright.
It's the second time I tried.
Ben, your turn.
Do some magic. Hey, wizard.
That's his nervous noise.
Do magic.
Anxious noise.
Can I find another rock?
Oh my god.
I have an idea, but it involves
it.
multiple turns.
Good.
Oh, are
Is
you
it
trying
rock
to
throwing?
shatter it?
No.
Just gonna keep putting rocks in its mound until it falls, and then you're gonna enlarge them all.
That'd be amazing.
I want to get a rock. I want to catapult a rock into the mound and get it lodged in the mound, and then I want to cast enlarge because it's gonna get twice as big, but it's also gonna get 4 times as heavy. So then it's gonna fall out, and then there's gonna be a hole in the mound.
Smart.
And then Zeth goes whoosh with
Yeah.
her great
And then we do
sword.
the Cirque du Soleil 3-person jump, and she twirls up into the sky and grabs the hand, and we dash out of there.
That's a beautiful plan.
Dash
You
on
can
her.
certainly try.
I
Alright.
think it'll work flawlessly.
You pick up a rock.
I'm already
What-
in the air.
Right.
What's the weight you're kind of thinking for this rock?
I'm thinking 3.8 pounds.
Some say 4.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
I'm like laying unconscious next to him. He's like going through rocks.
That's
Nah, that's 4. Damn it.
That's perception.
You're putting them,
Oh, there
he's
it is.
resting them on you.
Unnatural 20.
You find it pretty hefty.
That was
You
just
kind
to
of
find a
no,
rock.
too heavy.
Good
Too
rock.
small. 3.8.
Okay, so.
Yes.
All right. Catapult.
All right, go ahead and roll.
You roll.
No euro.
13.
Nope. It
Woohoo!
Ding, ding. No, you fling the rock and it enlodges itself into the vines, and when it does that, the vines kind of open slightly, and kind of a
Red beam.
red beam. Thank you. Floods the room, and then it goes away. No.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That happens.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing to do your turn.
You need to roll damage.
Oh yeah, I didn't do damage. it's
Rock
Don't
damage.
remind me.
It's so funny.
Write that.
He was happy enough with it being inside.
I know.
7.
but I
It's
love
7 damage this time, not 20. It's 7.
Then Colin.
Wait. No, I have movement.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna shuffle around.
Just on a
Because you
wash.
have to stay light on your toes. If you're standing still, you're gonna get smacked.
All right.
Yeah.
What does Ben say during this?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
That's what they taught me at the old studio.
Colin and I roll a death save.
Whoop whoop! Natural 20.
You get up with 1 hit point.
Yay!
So Kalanai was just there's just a Kalanai shaped crater into the ground that Kalanai reaches and grabs firmly onto the floor, and pulls himself up. His helmet is just cracked to pieces, and honestly, kind of just like is blurring your vision. You take it off. All right. So remind us what you look like.
Oh damn! He has like a light gray salt and pepper beard, and he has one tattoo on his head of a bird going in flight. Yeah.
And you pull yourself back up. You have 1 hit point. What are you doing?
Wrap some bandages around my head first. I am in so much pain. That hurts so fucking bad. Alright.
You're gonna
Can
attack.
I do a spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a turn.
I'm like,
I'll heal later.
oh.
What are you flinging?
Scorching ray again. I touch the bonfire.
Let him rip. Go ahead and roll.
That's a natural 1 for the first one.
All right. Well, get him all the 20s.
15 and oh yes, unnatural 20.
All right. One of those does hit.
Woohoo! I did damage. You remember? Thank you.
I use it a lot as I was looking to the past.
7.
7 points of.
Woo! Yeah.
That is actually doubled because it is fire damaged.
Hoorah.
It's 14. 14. All right.
Nice.
Did
You
something.
send this, and it catches onto the. Were you aiming for the mound or just?
Yes, the mound.
The mound, and fire begins to burn away at the tendrils right around the rock,
Good. Yeah, I was like,
loosening them up, weakening them. All right.
All right. All right.
Wink,
All
wink.
right.
Yes.
And then the hand falls out, and then the vines go. Ah!
You solved the puzzle.
You saw
My puzzle.
All right. That is Nim's turn. Nim, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm going to do Cure Wounds on Kalanai again.
Woohoo!
So that
It's just gonna be
is.
like,
Isn't it nice to have healing? Okay, so that's so 4 plus 8 again. That's, oh
Man,
gosh.
it's real
Oh,
great when you're not dead.
wait, which one is it? This
double
one?
triangle.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go, healer.
Oh! Did he got 12?
What happened? You're rolling good.
We're gonna kill
Rolling
it.
well.
And I'm gonna use my movement to run away. I'm gonna stay as far back as I can be.
Clinging onto rocks. Keeps going. Clinging onto. Yeah,
So I'm not like far, but I'm out of the way.
definitely.
Stores
Addy
his health.
is like, oh shit, thief. And he's gonna pull his short sword.
And y'all don't.
He's gonna use his movement to get kind of close enough to the vine. He's gonna try to take a swipe at it and cut it down.
Hoorah!
Oh, the one that's holding me. And then I follow to his arms.
He swings and it kind of dodges out of the way.
What a rude vine.
And
Let look at it.
from that, it is Zeth's turn.
Woo!
I'm gonna cast Phantasmal Force
Woo!
on, I guess, the main area.
Right,
Right?
mount, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And I want them to see fire.
Okay.
So you make an intelligence saving throw. Wait, So a 10-foot cube of fire.
Yeah, 12.
So it's intelligence, right? So mine is.
Well, it would be your
No,
spell
it's
save.
It's my self save?
yeah.
Ha! You failed,
Yeah.
bitch!
Right. So no one sees this happen, but you're just like, God. You what you see is you see the scorching ray hit the mound, and you're like, it's reacting to fire. And you're like,
Yeah.
we need to burn it. And when you think that, the spells kind of connect with that and start forming this flame that no one else can see, and the tendrils start shrieking in pain, and it starts like kind of whacking and lashing onto its mound, trying to pat itself out.
Okay, so
But you can't.
each round on my turn, the phantasm, so my fire can deal 1d6 psychic damage.
So yeah.
It only lasts a minute, so.
Oh, well, 10 rounds.
Each round's a second. Or 6 seconds.
Those are fast movements.
Doesn't say.
So it
Does
was like,
not.
So I deal 1d6
Really? So it
for
just
all my turns.
it's just concentration?
For 1 minute.
Damn.
I mean, it's just like fucking with the
That's
mine.
60
So do I-
That makes sense, yeah.
So I get to roll how many times?
Just 1d6 every round for 10 rounds.
Okay, so is this my first round? I'll keep track. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
4 points of damage for this round, at least.
Plants.
You know, plant noises.
Watering the hydrangeas. I don't know what
Hydrangeas?
Hydrangeas. Hydrangeas.
Hydrangeas.
So, the spring vine, pissed off at how y'all are doing.
Yeah.
Thief, you
Okay,
hear
cool.
a vibration trickle down the vine that is holding you, and you hear,
Oh, I was gonna do something and I forgot to look it up.
enjoy the ride.
Wait.
Oh!
And it flings
Shit.
you 60 feet at a wall.
Oh,
no!
Is it
Not
for us?
good
Is it our wall?
For what I need
Or
to
different
do.
wall?
You got
It's flying
thrown!
60 feet, so the opposite wall.
Wait, so how far am I? How
Well,
far?
now I'm like 90 feet from y'all.
Yeah, you're on the opposite side.
So it'll take me 3 rounds to reach y'all.
Yes.
It's 6 times 3 1d6.
Is that wait?
Excuse me?
Would I be rolling a dexterity save? Because I have the ring of evasion.
Could I save myself?
Can I stab it?
No, you're already grappled.
No. Okay.
If
I
you
got
don't
it.
die, I have something.
Oh, cool.
So there's that.
I mean, what I was gonna do might have saved us all, but no.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
You got it. I just want to
I
take.
hope so.
2.
Can you stop counting?
How are you looking?
22 's fine. 22, I'm still alive. I just run
How much do you have?
just dead.
Wait,
And I'll be like, I told y'all.
Bo, how much do you have?
25.
So many
How much?
dice. Had.
Oh, I thought you
I had
45.
If I had 45, I'd be alive.
Oh, you're a goner, buddy.
How are you doing so much? I told y'all not to come here. I hate all of y'all.
Don't matter, man. You're dead.
So, because it was 1d6, it takes 3 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet, and there was 60 feet. So I
Holy
rolled
shit.
3 1d6 6 times, and you take 60 points of bludgeoning damage.
You are dead.
Thieves dead.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Man, I was gonna pray to God it's an explosion.
Damn.
Ooh, did you see that? Oh my god.
You bastard.
Alright.
Are you dead or
Before-
unconscious?
Yep. No, I'm
Before
dead.
it flings you, do you say anything?
I don't know what I'd say. I don't really think he'd think that he was about to die.